on 710 KURV from Prevent Child Abuse Texas. Wendell, it's a pleasure. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us on Saturday Open Phones. And Wendell, tell me about Prevent Child Abuse Texas first.
Thank you for having me today, sir. I really appreciate the opportunity. Prevent Child Abuse Texas has been around since 1984, and our primary goal is the prevention of child abuse in all its forms. We don't want any child to be abused, and we think we can do that by getting education to parents and families and what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, and we just want to keep every child safe and happy.
Okay, how do you get these seminars? How do you dispense the information to these parents?
We try to hold trainings all across the state. Matter of fact, we'll hold one there in Harlingen in September, and we try to get information to the teachers, to child care workers, to parents on how to recognize child abuse, how to report child abuse, but more importantly, how to prevent it from ever occurring. What can we do to make our children safer? And that means getting to parents at the birth, sometimes at the birth of their child. Okay. Oftentimes parents don't know what's appropriate.
Okay, reaching parents at birth. We've touched on this topic before, and I'm just trying to introduce this properly to the audience that's checking in right now. I suspect that most of the parents that you're reaching are young parents. It's kids having kids, because that's a very confusing time of life, and you want to make sure that the baby is okay as well as the young parent.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we know 1/10 of births in Texas are the teen parents. We also know, as you just alluded to, teen parents oftentimes haven't had all emotional, physical needs met. And when they have a child, they don't know what's appropriate, how to handle it, what's all the stresses involved. So let's be honest, being a parent's a stressful situation.
Yes, sir. Yes, I know. I have a 7-year-old. My wife and I have a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old, and they run the house. Man, drives nuts, man. It's like, all right, but we are at that point of life. We waited, 14 years. We waited 14 years to have a family. A lot of people thought we couldn't have kids, but no, we waited. Economically speaking, educational, the education and preparation, we waited for that, but just to make sure that we had an opportunity to provide, or were better able to provide for what the babies needed. But that's not the case in some scenarios, and it can get really complicated really quick for young parents.
There's no doubt, and my wife and I also, we waited 5 years after we were married, and so when we decided to have a child, we thought we were ready. But even when you have that first child at 25, I'm not sure you're always ready.
Yeah.
You're not sure what you're getting sometimes.
Yeah. We should have asked the Lord to give us a training manual. Yes, the Bible is a training manual, yes, but we kind of need more specifics on, how do you control a fit of anger when the kid just refuses to, and digs his heels in and gets an attitude and all that type of stuff. So you're doing a good service across the state of Texas. Do you have any idea how many people you're reaching on a yearly basis?
We train about 5,000 people every year.
Okay.
We've been doing this for about 10 years now. So I'm going to say we've reached at least 50 to 60,000 people over the last few years, all across the state. And we're hoping that these people then go out and teach and work with other families. And so we just keep growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, it could only benefit the greater overall family. I'm sure that they will be reaching out to them as well. Okay, Wendell, so you've got a fundraiser that's coming up so that you guys can raise some money and continue these seminars and reach out to young families and parents of all ages and help prevent child abuse, and reach out to teachers and nurses as well. So how can we help you with this fundraiser?
Correct. We're having a 5K walk run on March 28th, and there'll also be a 1K run for children on that day. It starts at 8 o'clock, and we just want people to come out and participate. They can go to our website, www.preventchildabuse.org, and under that link, you'll see some walks, and they can go there and find the Harlingen Walk and register or find out more information about it. That money will actually benefit Prevent Child Abuse. Money raised will benefit Prevent Child Abuse Texas, as well as the Keys Academy there at Harlingen ISD for teen parents. And we just want to get as many people there, and everybody who registers will get a T-shirt, and we hope they'll wear it with pride during the year to show that they've walked and supported Prevent Child Abuse.
My brother, you call anytime. Your time's yours, okay?
All right. Thanks, Sergio. Appreciate it.
Wendell, we'll talk to you soon. Again, that's Wendell with Prevent Child Abuse Texas. It's 800-580-8255, 800-580-8255. it's I just got rid of the second one that had been holding out for just a few minutes. Danny's looking at me. Yeah, you're a dumb butt. I'm sorry. Who was it on line 2, brother? I didn't even get a chance to read. Somebody calling in there it is. They're calling back. I'm sorry.